Hey guys, it's Jonah here, and happy St. Patrick's Day to you all. This is going to be a bit strange, but bear with me, dear viewer, bear with me, because I decided I'm gonna try and cover two birds with one stone, or one video, I should say. And I'm going to be doing a review from one of the Northern Ireland beers. And you might say, why are you doing that on St. Patrick's Day? Well, dear viewer, when St. Patrick was around and casting the snakes out of Ireland and all that kind of stuff, there was no division between Northern and Southern Ireland, or Northern Ireland and Aya, I should say. Um, so some might say happier times, and that's what I'm going to go with. So I'm going to be doing a beer from these guys, Bullhouse, and they're full on in Belfast. And this article, which I've actually read, I don't know if it'll focus on there, was done by the lovely Robin Gilmore. Another brilliant article. Thank you, Robin. Very cool. And it's an epic because it's not only 4 pages, but it goes on to a fifth page as well. Obviously, there's a tasty snacks. I've eaten those already. Um, Really interesting article, and it contains something about Northern Ireland licensing laws, which makes it incredibly difficult to drum up new tap rooms, new pubs, that kind of thing, because everyone objects. And if someone objects, makes it really difficult to open new places. So I thought that was really interesting. And apparently they've got more bars in Manchester than they do in Belfast. And they're based in Belfast. That's how difficult it is. But anyway, this is a bit taut actually, but I'm going to be doing this beer, the dark roasty beer, full-bodied stout. I had to keep it a stout, didn't I, for St. Patrick's Day. Usually we'd be doing a Guinness, obviously. I've drunken all sorts of Guinness from all over the shop. Bullhouse, rich, dark, malty, and roasty. Right, let's have a look here. It is 6.5, which is pretty damn good in my book. And I can't quite. Oh, there we go. We've got barley, oats, any. Doesn't look like wheat, so we're going pure oats in this, which is kind of traditional. And yeah, if you look in here, this beer was actually brewed. Remember, beard in Aberdeen by Fierce Brew. So that's a bit strange as well, but I'm not surprised. Beer 52 do strange things to strange people. Whoop. Right, so it didn't explode, which is a good start, shall we say. Oh, and I have got a traditional Irish kind of stout glass with the slopey sides. I love this kind of glass for the dark beers. There we go. Wow, there is quite a good amount of carbonation in this bad boy, and I think if I do that, yeah, we got one of these today. So let's see if we can get that one a bit in shot, and then my head going something like that. Oh, lovely, lovely stuff. Now let me see if I can work out. Sorry, dear viewer, I'm double fisted. So it looks pretty black, but I can tell you, held up against the light, it is just one shade off black into the kind of deep brown kind of territory. Got a finger's head, definitely a carbon dioxide head, creamy tan, probably not going to hang around. Look at some of those massive big bubbles there. As soon as they go, that head is look, it's already going, which is interesting on a kind of stout. You would have thought that it would be have a bit more staying power, shall we say. But while you look at this bad boy, so we've got torrefied oats, we've got brown malt, we've got chocolate malt, Munich malt. Interesting. So it kind of does have a tiny bit of wheat through the Munich malt. and crystal medium. So we're going to get a bit of sweetness in there. All balanced with the hops, Magnum, which I'm not surprised about. It's one of those hops that a lot of people use in dark beer just for a bit of bitterness, and that's it. Lovely, lovely. There's definitely some kind of chocolate and sweetness. Maybe a little bit of kind of biscuitiness or bready donut. No, it's a bit more like a biscuity thing, which is quite interesting. Wow, look, the head is almost gone completely. I better get cracking on this bad boy. Why not consider liking and subscribing, all that good stuff, helping to grow the channel. It's growing slowly. It is growing slowly, dear viewer. One day we will take over the world, but I'm not sure if I'm doing something wrong or not. Someone the other day left a message on one of my videos saying, "Oh, you haven't done blah blah blah," and I was like, marketing is what it is. Should be based on word of mouth. And you never know. One day, one of my videos might go completely off its rocker. One of my homebrew videos, I think it did about 200,000 views, and that was a very simple video. So you know, the simple the better. Right, let's dive in for this bad boy. Oh, yeah, some lovely sweetness to it, but that biscuit thing's there as well. Not like a cookie, not that kind of sweet biscuit, but you're getting the kind of, I guess it must be from, what did we say, the brown, probably the brown malt, maybe crossed with the Munich malt as well. It's giving you a kind of biscuity stuff. And then the crystal malt is giving that lovely kind of sweetness there. I don't believe that it's got any lacto in, which would be causing the sweetness. And at 6.5, that is quite a good strong beer. Nice. I'm liking that. On a par to some degree with the Guinness sort of West Indian kind of porter, that sort of thing. Oh, really nice. I like that one. But this is really good too. I'm liking this. Oh, oh, wow. I mean, there's almost like a bit of kind of flower, kind of, not like a flower, oh, lovely, pretty daffodils or whatever it is. Obviously, St. David's Day not that long ago as well. So, daffodils for Wales. Um, oh, yeah, it's kind of like cooking a baker's flour. You know when a baker makes bread and they've got flour on their hands. Imagine if a baker was cooking a cake or cooking some biscuits. They'd still have yeah, they still have flour around, and it's kind of a lovely sweet kind of a lovely sweet strong stout. This, I mean, hey, this is the stuff dreams are made of. I would say, pardon me, dear viewer, for that, but when you're drinking on camera, that does tend to happen. Um, like a bready, chewy, oh, very biscotti kind of thing. Really, really nice. Right. Oh. So that was the dark and roasty beer, full-bodied stout by Bullhouse Brew Company. This is a really good beer. So if you're up in Manchester, or indeed if you get over the other side to Northern Ireland, especially Belfast area, they've got a tap room Apparently, I think they've got three pubs, or maybe two pubs plus the tap room. Anyway, if you can find that beer, that is a really nice one to try. If you get it on draft or cask, or even in a bigger can, come on, that's what I'm saying. Really, really good beer. I'm liking that one. Now, because it's St. Patrick's Day, and I didn't want to appear to be biased by any means, I thought I'm not going to drink this whole thing, but I've also got some of these, the Forged Irish Stout, and their connection, I believe, with Conor McGregor, the fighter. It is an Irish nitro stout. Where is it? Brewed and canned in Ireland. Does it say where? Not sure. My eyes are absolutely terrible. 4.2% on the ABV. You know what? I'm going to crack this bad boy, get it into a glass, and then we'll have a bit of a talk about this particular beer, and then you can go on your way. Oh, and this bad boy, it's a bit different. You got to pour these damn quickly, these nitro bad boys, because that is what happens. They start bubbling, and once they start bubbling, it all goes everywhere, like on my hand and now on my trousers. But look at that, the upside down snowstorm that is. There we go, ran down the side of the glass there. Look at that. And this bad boy is straight from the shop. So a little bit shaken up, not chilled down. If you chill them down, they do not appear to be as violent. Look at that. You can you can see that's where head's gonna form. But what I like is this bit here. Absolute genius. I love that about Irish nitro stouts. Some people say they're not proper, but for me, who grew up, started drinking in the very late 80s and into the 90s, Guinness and all that kind of stuff was starting and doing their kind of nitro business, especially in pubs, not so much in cans. But yeah, if you're like me and we're a kind of skateboarder, we used to get the empty cans and use our trucks to smash them open and get the little widgety ball thing out. Wasn't always a ball. Some of the other people didn't use a ball. They used some sort of flat sort of nitro holder. But yeah, there we go. And that is your nitro up there. Up the top though, look at that. Looks like Swiss cheese. It's all gone a bit peaked on. And look at the size of that head. Absolutely just ridiculous. But never mind, never mind. I'd like to keep the Southern Irish massive happy too, as well as the Northern Irish. So you see what I'm trying to do here, dear viewer. I'm trying to bring communities together, forget about the past, and just dream and think about the future. And that's what we're trying to do on Unclejona's channel. Just putting the rest in there. There was only a tiny bit left in the can. Now, if I put this over here, hopefully we can read something. Store chilled. Yeah, well, I didn't do that. 4.2%, which is pretty standard for those type things. Where is it? Dublin. There we go. Crumlin. And if you're from that area, you know where it is. Breemar Road. Is that? Anyway, all I know is this is fast becoming one of my favourite Irish stouts. I've never seen this one on a bar anywhere in the UK, but you can get the cans, and this is a fantastic beer. Sláinte, if you're down in the south. That is lovely stuff. Really smooth, bit different to Guinness, a bit smoother, less of a kind of roasty thing, more kind of easy drinking. Although the ABV is exactly the same, and it looks exactly the same too, but really, really nice. And yeah, one of the people, you've probably seen him comment, Philip, has had a 41% beer today. Absolutely ridiculous. 40%, that's like having, I think it was a small can. If it was a big can, Jesus, wonder how much that cost. Pardon me, that was a nitrogen belt that time. Yeah, don't want to even ask how much that beer cost because it's ridiculous. 41%, that is like whiskey strength, just absolutely nuts. I did read his review on Untapped, and he basically went, "It's absolutely mental." But fair dues to you, mate. Hopefully, you're having a good. I'm 100% sure you're having a good St. Patrick's Day. Probably completely off your rocker by now, mate. Anyway, bringing two sides of the island together. I'll hold these up again with the forged Irish Stout and the dark roasty beer from Bullhouse. Fantastic. Unclejona making communities get together by the use of beer. It's amazing. And don't worry, I will return with another beer review. And when's that coming? You know it's coming real soon.